Looking at my phone to try to come up with Vin Scully's broadcast open in his honor. Went something like, "Good evening, everybody, wherever you are. Hope you're having a very pleasant evening." I read it on ESPN News, but just before the broadcast began, I thought I should start my broadcast that way. But then I didn't have time to look it up, so Vin Scully will be missed, definitely. Keith Avalone from Play Games. Welcome to the Play Space Live. Hope you're having a good evening, ready for the weekend. We're going to do a news show tonight, get you up to speed on what's going on here at Play HQ, starting with a quick recap of our convention.
First things first. You
What?
Scoot this way a little bit.
Oh,
Center in the camera.
I'm not centered in the camera. This way.
That's good right there.
All right.
Much better.
Okay, have to please the producer. Quick convention recap. Actually, there's really not much to recap that isn't already on our blog recap. I wrote an extensive remembrance of the event and posted a lot of photos. It's at playclassic.com on the blog post side. There's the product side, and there's the side that says read this. And you can scroll through, see some of the photos and see some of the results. I tried to, not go overboard with the results, but I did want to be fairly extensive, very thorough in, chronicling who participated and what teams they participated with and so on and so forth. I didn't put everything down there, but should give you a good idea of how the tournaments went down. Super fun time, really enjoyed. I think it was the best convention yet. Certainly was the largest. We had a great space. We had a great crowd. People got there early. We hung out, played a lot of games, and it was just fun. So I echo the comments of people that have been posting online. Steve Tower had a great broadcast last night recapping the convention himself, and just appreciate everybody making the trip to Denver. It was so much fun, and thank you for being here. If you want to read what happened, see the photos, go to playclassic.com. And one statistic of note, I always track the beverages that are consumed in the Play Cooler at the convention, and this year's number one beverage was LaCroix. we couldn't keep LaCroix stocked. Every time we put LaCroix in there, we would get drunk up. So I think we should get LaCroix to sponsor these streams, I think, because they certainly are benefiting. Okay, let's go through our basic itinerary. I've got some notes written down. I'm going to feel like a TV newsman here, holding my little sheet of paper and reading notes. We're going to talk about the live event plans. We're going to talk about game news. We're going to talk about card sets that are coming up. And then we will have a couple of surprise announcements at the end. Starting with the live events plans. Okay, so the end of this month, we're actually going to be in Phoenix. I'll be traveling to Phoenix for the Consim World Expo. I talked about this briefly. I made the reservations, made the firm plans, and you're invited to join us. Just go to it's not a play event. It's the Consim World Dallas, the Consim World Phoenix Expo. They have one in Dallas. This is their Phoenix Expo, and it's at the end of August, end of this month. I will be there Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and the expo actually opens to the public on Sunday, and you're invited to come attend. I mean, you can purchase a day pass. Also, am thinking that maybe we get some sort of a Play Gamer get together on Saturday. Or after hours on one of the other days. So if you're in the Phoenix area or, can get there, would like to make it, if it's a short trip for you, reach out to me and let me know. But I will definitely be there at the Consim World Expo on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I believe it's August 27th, 28th, and 29th. It could be wrong. It could be off by one on the days, but it's the last weekend in August. Then the weekend of November 5th and 6th, we talked about this at the convention. For the last couple of conventions, we've had such a great time that a lot of us local gamers, we said, why don't we get together more often? So we've sort of had an informal, casual get-together here at Play HQ, my house, where I live. And we invite local gamers to come, and we play. It's pretty casual. There's nothing organized. We don't do any tournaments or anything like that. We play games that we're working on. We did a golf event last time, and we'll be doing that again on the weekend of November 5th and 6th. It'll probably be Saturday the 5th, possibly Sunday the 6th. But if you live in the area, in the Denver area, or would like to make the trip, you are welcome to attend. That'll be happening here at the house. Starting to think about what the live event calendar will look like for 2023. We generally make our plans for the next year in October. of the previous year. So we'll be looking in earnest, booking rooms and really kind of looking at flights in October. But we are starting to think about it now because, frankly, fall is not that far away. In fact, we just got our email from Dice Tower West. They are opening up registration early for vendors and exhibitors, and so we will definitely be doing that again this year in Vegas. They're going to have it at the Rio Hotel again. It is March 8th through the 12th, 2023, in Las Vegas, and we had actually a nice group of play gamers at the Dice Tower convention last year, and or this year, I guess I should say, and so we're looking forward to doing that again. We'll have more specific dates and events later on, but Vegas, March, will be there. They're also doing Dice Tower East, or they did Dice Tower East in Orlando this year. I went to the Dice Tower East site. It is not updated with any new information about 2023. We've considered going to the Dice Tower East as well, doing East and West, but we can't really make our plan until those dates are firmed up on their end. Last year, the Orlando event was in early July, which would make it very difficult for us to do a convention and to go to Dice Tower East. So we've talked about perhaps doing our conventions at Dice Tower, where we have our organized events and stuff like that, just within the structure of Dice Tower. But again, it's a little early to make that decision since we don't know what the Dice Tower East schedule or scheduled dates will be. So that's kind of up in the air. Dice Tower West is in. If we do Dice Tower East, we probably won't do a convention. If we don't do Dice Tower East, we may do a convention again. Also, there's been some chatter I noticed on the Facebook page, and I got a couple of messages also about the London event that we scheduled for 2020, which got knocked out by COVID, and maybe would we consider rescheduling that for 2023? That is a possibility. Would love to go to London. I was just reviewing the web page that I put up. It's still on the Play.com site. If you go to Community and scroll down, you'll see the link for the London event. I mean, we had it all set up. We had a game store in London. We had like a hotel that we were going to kind of be based at, and we had, I think, about a couple of dozen people were going to be there. I know we had a couple of people from Italy, a couple of people from Germany, people from all over England. Neil Maitland was coming down from Scotland. It was going to be quite the play gathering in London, and then of course it all got wiped out because of COVID. So we're considering doing that again. 2023 might be the year, and we'll probably make that decision sometime in October. So those are our current live event plans for the moment. Game news. We'll be releasing History Maker Baseball Express on Monday. I know on the site we talked about holding off and doing it like later in the month, but we are going to go ahead and pull the trigger on that. We had a great experience with the Express game at the convention. It was a very exciting tournament. In previous years, we've done the tournament with the full play game, but I don't think we missed a beat with the Express game. There was plenty of drama, plenty of individual performances, really realistic. And while I have a chance, congratulations to Pete Adams for winning the Time Machine tournament with the 49 Dodgers. It was neat to see a 1940s team win all the marbles. It was a great matchup between the 49 Dodgers and the 2019 Astros. So it was like old versus new. Really exciting tournament, and everybody had a great experience with Express. So we're going to go and get it out there. I think people are really going to like this game a lot. It's very simple to play. It's very fast. You can complete a game in 7 to 8 minutes, but it's definitely way more than like a score generator. It provides a very strong narrative as the game unfolds. And I think you'll feel at the end of it like, wow, I just watched a baseball game. So I think people are going to really like it, and we're really excited to get it out there for you. On Monday is when we'll release it. Also, we have 2 PlayNow games that are coming out. I just updated the Play.com site to include the box cover art for Planet Flipper and Dodgeball World Tour. Of course, Dodgeball was one of the featured games at the convention. We had a fantastic tournament and great participation with the do-it-yourself Dodgeball Bling. Some unbelievably creative teams. You can download those, by the way, at the very end of the convention recap. There's a couple of buttons that I added, which will allow you to download some of the convention goodies. There's the do-it-yourself golf scorecard, which, by the way, that's an idea that we will definitely carry forward. People got to make their own golf card. We put all the positive qualities on a golf card, and it was kind of like a checklist, and you could choose any two, or like a shopping list. You could choose any two full qualities and any two semi qualities that you wanted. So people chose different. It was interesting to see what kind of qualities people chose. So the do-it-yourself golf cards are on there as a free download. The History Maker Baseball Express score sheets are on there as a free download. Also, all the dodgeball teams that I could collect. Not everybody sent me a PDF. A number of people brought their teams to the convention, and we put them in the running for the judging by taking a picture on my phone. But all the people who sent PDFs, and actually, frankly, some of the phone teams are also in that download. You can get an idea of the dodgeball teams that were made. So, and you can play in with the Dodgeball World Tour, which will be released on August 15th, along with Planet Flipper. Both games will be released on the same day, August 15th. Dodgeball World Tour will be available. It was a holiday PDF game this past Christmas. It'll be the PDF will be again available, and the boxed version. Planet Flipper will be available only as a printed game. It's partially due to the components of the game, partially due to our agreement with the designer of the game, Daryl Durston. So Planet Flipper in print only. And we're excited about all three of those games coming out in the next 2 weeks. Let's move on to card sets. We just released the new 2021-22 English Pro Season cards for Soccer Blast. Big thanks to Neil Maitland for putting those cards together for us. It's another excellent job. We will be adding, our usual practice is to get the set out there, then a couple weeks later, like in the next newsletter, we'll offer Neil is a completist, and he wants to have every card from every player who started at least one game. So he creates an addendum set of like fringe players, people that played really just a few minutes, so you can have every player at your disposal. So we'll release. We don't make that part of the set because some people don't. We don't want people paying for cards that they're not going to use. So we make them a free download, and those will be available within the next couple of weeks by the next Play Connect. So those cards are available, both PDF and printed. We have World Cup cards coming in mid to late September. I've seen some people posting on the various group, Facebook and Delphi, asking, is there going to be a World Cup set? Yes, there is. John Bergeron up in Canada is working on them right now. In fact, he's mostly finished. He's got some really cool stuff for this set. I think people are going to love it. And the idea is this is a projection set because the World Cup really is most exciting in the lead-up time. After it's over with, it's like, oh, okay, well, I think more people. Maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but the sense I get from talking with people is that the real excitement of the World Cup is in the lead-up to it. So this card set will be available in mid to late September. Not 100% sure of the release date. I think we have September 19th on the website, but mid to late September, the card set will be available, and that will give you. Of course, the World Cup's going to be played in November this year. It's in Dubai, where it's very hot. So they've moved it to fall instead of summertime. So that gives us extra time to kind of play. So you'll be able to play for about 6 weeks or so, pre-play your own World Cup action with this set that we're working on. Watch for a dedicated stream sometime in the next few weeks. We are developing a commemorative card design, World Cup card design. It'll include the national flags, and it'll be different than the 2018 commemorative card set that we did. Different card design, but it will be different, again, from our standard card set design for our EPL cards and MLS cards. So that is coming in late September, mid to late September. Along with the Soccer How-To Guide and a Soccer Blast Playmat. We are working on that as well. It'll be a nice addition, I think, to your soccer action, and you'll be able to play the World Cup on your Soccer Blast game mat. We're ironing out the specifics, and we want to get some play testing in on it, and then we'll send it off to print. We'll have a product page and information coming soon, and you'll be able to sign up for the wait list on that if you'd like. And we would appreciate it if you would sign up on the wait list, because that helps us know how many of them to order. We have to order those and then wait for them to arrive. So the soccer how-to guide and playmat will be coming. I'm going to say they're going to be available at the same time as the World Cup cards. They'll all be released together. We also have we have a little bit of a conundrum now that we got basketball out, because the basketball and hockey seasons both start at roughly the same time, and so we've got hockey and basketball games. So we got new card sets based on the previous season to release pretty much simultaneously. The 2021-22 pro basketball season cards are finished and ready to roll, except for the coach cards and the ref cards. And I've got to make the intro sheets with all the trade player information. But the cards themselves are finished. Michael Owens is out there play testing them even as we speak. And then the hockey cards are also the data has been collected, and the card ratings have been created by Rob Gallimore. And all it's just a matter of us making the cards. Those will be happening. We're expecting both of those card sets to come out late September, early October for the 2021-22 seasons, basketball and hockey. We also have Course Collection 18 coming in October. I can't believe we're talking about October already. Man, this year's just blowing right by. I kind of knew it would be this way, though, once the convention was over. Like, well, headed toward Christmas. So Course Collection 18 is going to be in October. Also, the College Hoops Playdown set. We had a ball with that at the convention. It's 64 fictional college teams. And the version we played with at the convention was a simple black and white cards, much like the cards that we released with the game. For this, the official release, though, we're going to come up with team colors, team logos. Each team's going to have a mascot. Should be pretty exciting. And the great thing about this, I think the great thing about this is that you get a set of 64 teams, and you get a set of 64 coaches, but we don't assign the coaches to any specific team. So, and the coaches are, it's set up to be like a NCAA college tournament. So you don't have any losing teams in there. You've got all the teams are at least mediocre, all right? They're at least sort of good. They're at least a 500, a little bit better than 500, and so the coaching cards reflect that. But the thing is, if you take a sort of 500 team and mash it up with a 800 winning percentage coach, you're going to get a lot better results. So really, I mean, the cool thing about it is you could play this set. You could have a tournament. You could have 10 different tournaments and 10 different winners. So it's a super neat set, and we had a lot of fun with it at the convention, and that will be coming out in October, just as the college basketball season is beginning. Then in November, we have our annual golf card set releases. We always put those out in November. This year is an odd year, or rather an even year, so we'll be putting out the odd year of the Pro National Golf. The 2023 Pro National Golf card set will be coming out along with the PGA card set in November. We also have a Vintage Hoops season that we will announce. We have the season chosen, and in fact, it's carded already. But we're gonna keep that in our back pocket as far as we can't give away all our surprises, right? But there will be a Vintage Hoop season coming in November as well. And then the holiday sale, and then it's Christmas. It'll be Friday, the 25th of November. That's the Friday right after Thanksgiving through Monday, the 28th. We'll do it pretty much the same way as we've done it in the past, with PDFs all weekend long, and then the games will go on sale. The hard copy printed games go on sale on Monday. So those are our card set releases. And now the surprise announcements. First surprise announcement is that we're going to bring back the History Maker Baseball in-season set in a new Express format. We're going to release it with the Express game on Monday. And many thanks to Travis Jansen for helping us with the data retrieval on this. We've come up with a cool design, a cool card design that matches the retro look of the Express game. The philosophy of this set, in fact, let's go to the game cam. You can see it. I don't know how. Go ahead and bring it down. So this is this is a sheet of 24 cards. Each, hopefully you'll be able to see this. I'll let Sam mess with it. Each card has a different, they're not silhouettes. They're like they're images that are like this guy here on the cover of the game, except they're a little bit grayed out, but they're in that same theme, and they're all different. So the philosophy of this set is it's made specifically for Express, although it's perfectly compatible with full play. You can play full play games with it as well. But we designed it to be so as to complement Express. So you're going to get 24 players for each team. You're going to get 12 pitchers and 12 batters. Now, normally, in today's baseball, that's not enough players. You got to have. You'd want to have. We're not going to get into a discussion about what's wrong with baseball. They got 50 players on a team now. No, we're not going to. Back in the day, 24 players on a team was more than enough. Yeah, we're not going to go there. But these teams will come 24 players per team. To be 12 pitchers, 12 batters, and the rest of the players are abstracted into the game for Express. They're making appearances. Once you've played the Express game, this is going to click. They're making appearances, but they're not key appearances. So we'll include a set of blank cards with the game, with this card set. There's the blank cards there. It's the same layout, and you'll be able to make your own cards for guys that we didn't card, or guys up and coming rookies, or whatever you want to do with them. You can do whatever you like with these blank cards and add them to the set. Now, one of the cool features is the fact that it's a 24 card sheet. So these cards are a little bit smaller than the standard History Maker baseball cards, but there are 24 on a sheet. So you could purchase the PDF and print this on paper. And here's the whole team. That's the whole. There's no other players. That's the team. There's the batters. There's the pitchers. You could make your lineups. You got the Brewers here. You got the Cardinals here. You got your score sheet here. You're gonna let's see. Is Sosa a hero? No, I can see he's not. So you could do this on plain paper and not even have to have cards if you didn't want to, or you can print them and cut them yourself, or you can buy the printed set. We wanted to make this set accessible, so this set will be hence the 24 cards per sheet. So this set's going to sell. The printed set will sell for $29 for the whole major league, which I think is a terrific deal. And they're rated on their current performance, just like the in-season sets of old. So you'll be able to play your favorite team in real time using this in-season card set. So I've always been a fan of the in-season set. I always thought it was really a neat thing. We kind of got away from it during COVID because there was a lot of uncertainty, but I think we're going to declare this post-COVID, and we're going to move back to trying out the in-season set again. Again, it'll be available Monday, both the Express game and this card set. We are also, you know what comes with the in-season set? That's right, the Fall Classic PrePlay. We are kicking around the idea of reviving that live event. I'm speaking with Travis about maybe a weekend in September or October where I might travel to Milwaukee and do the PrePlay, where we play down the season. Except with Express we might be able to play out like the full 7 games of. In past years we've done like Game 7 for the American and National League Championship Series. With Express we likely would be able to play out the whole 7-game series and then the 7-game World Series as well. So if something comes together, we will let you know. There are a couple of other cities we might also think about visiting if we decide we want to do the Fall Classic PrePlay. Maybe Kansas City. That's one we're thinking about. Eric Holdaway in Salt Lake. That's another option. So if we do a live event to support this set, we will let you know about it in due course. Give you plenty of opportunity. So that is the first surprise announcement. The second surprise announcement is regarding History Maker Hoops, the full play version. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that is going to happen. We talked about making a decision after the convention. I met with the core play testers at the convention, and we had lunch together and just kind of kick it around. What needs to be fixed? Is this game ready to be released? And I think the consensus was that with a couple of tweaks, the game is ready for release. I've been working on these changes this week, and then we'll do some play testing to confirm the effects. I think we're pretty confident that the changes we want to make are going to bring some of the results that we weren't 100% happy with, bring them into line. So we're going to check that out and should be good to go. And we're going to make this, so the other news is we're going to make this a complete self-contained game. Originally, we thought we'd make this an expansion where, you'd get some boards and maybe some dice, and that was it. To complement, and you'd put your components inside your Highlight Maker Hoops box. But I think as time has gone on, we've expanded the components of the full play game. We've added a couple of boards. We've added a bench board, I should say. But bottom line is, it really deserves its own box. And so we're going to make it a complete self-contained game. I feel like we'll have that box on the site. We'll have a product page for that box here. It's there right now if you want to take a look at it. It's a kind of it'll be kind of a reverse image of the Highlight Maker box. The Highlight Maker box is purple with orange trim. The History Maker box will be orange with purple trim. And we've chosen a different player to grace the cover. Other than that, it's similar. I mean, obviously they're similar. Use the same player cards, and there are a lot of similar mechanics, obviously, for that reason. But yeah, so it'll be a separate game. And now I feel like we could have had this game out this fall, but as I've just detailed for you, it's going to be a very busy autumn with lots of stuff going on, and didn't want to rush it. So I think so we come up with a new plan. We're going to do a January pre-order, a March pre-order delivery, and then a May release. If that sounds familiar? It should, because it's exactly what we did this year for Highlight Maker Hoops. We'll just do the same thing again in 2023 with the full play game. As I said, the product page for History Maker Hoops is live, and you can see what the box looks like. And we'll have more details about the game as fall moves through. Well, I'm sure we'll have a couple of sample demo games to show you how it works. I know there were some comments in our. We did play a quarter of the full play game. There have been some changes since that video. I'm tempted to take that video down. And particularly, one of the things that happened, it was through some fluke. There were like no 3-pointers in the entire quarter, and a number of people commented on that. Trust me, 3-point shooting is not a problem with the History Maker Hoops game engine. But so we'll do a couple of sample games, I'm sure, or at least sample periods in the fall months, just to kind of get people warmed up to the idea how it works and get people familiar with it. So watch this channel for that. And that's basically it. Upcoming stream schedule. Monday we're going to do a History Maker Baseball Express demo with the new in-season set and the game. I think we're going to do a California pre-play of Monday night's actual games. We scanned the MLB schedule. We got Padres, Giants, and Angels, A's happening Monday night. So we'll get on it at 6 p.m. I think those games don't start till like 7 or 7:40. So we'll do a little doubleheader with the Padres, Giants, Angels, A's using the in-season set on Monday night stream. Then Thursday night we'll do a Planet Flipper / Dodgeball doubleheader where we'll unbox the game, show you what's inside of them, the final components, and I don't know whether we're going to have time to play, but maybe we'll give you a sample of how the play works for both those games. So that's our show for tonight. Lots of stuff to talk about. Thanks for bearing with me and sticking with us as we went through all this. It looks like a pretty exciting fall for us, and glad to have you along for the ride. Thanks again to everybody who came to the convention. It was super fun. Thank you for watching our stream tonight. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out, and I hope you have an awesome weekend. We will see you Monday night right here on the Play Games YouTube channel.